Just to give you a little peek at how things are done here, I record these episodes in order, which means I record the intro before I have any idea what's actually going to happen, besides maybe who we're going to play because of the schedule and whatnot, in each episode. So I come here on the eve of our European adventure, the start of our journey in the Europa League, full of optimism, full of excitement. I can't wait to go. We're starting on the road in Greece. It's gonna be fantastic. I just hope I feel the same way by the time the episode is over. And a very hearty, happy Monday morning to everybody, and a very Merry Christmas. This is episode number 35 of Bottom to the Top. I'm Mr. Cellophane. We are embarking on our first European competition in the history of Kasımpaşa as we get ready to start season number 3 in Turkey. And I was so excited to get into European play, I did not hit record when I started the match. So we have played the first leg of our second qualifying round in the Europa League, and I didn't record it. I can show you the lone goal of the match, and that came just a minute and a half into the second half. Sakishi, who we picked up in January in the transfer window, part of our preparations for this European campaign, delivering it to Adem Dojan, who we also picked up in January in preparation for this European campaign, delivering the header past the goalkeeper. Kasımpaşa escaping from Athens with a 1-0 victory. So what this means is we are going to get bonus football in this episode. We are not only going to have the second leg against Panathinaikos coming from Turkey, but we are also going to have whatever match comes next, whether it's the third qualifying round of the Europa League or our first match in the Sport Toto Super League. So yes, I have done more than 75 episodes for YouTube between FM24 and FM23, and that is not the first time that I have made that mistake, and it probably will also not be the last. Now, wait. Now, I've admittedly only been playing Football Manager since last May. So I only have experience in FM23 and FM24, but this is a first for me. I have never, ever in my managerial career in Football Manager been offered a job with a National Football Association that I didn't apply for. I haven't been offered one I have applied for because I have never applied for one. But the Canadian Football Association have offered us the opportunity to replace Jaimir, what's his name, as Canada manager on $14,000 a week. As flattering as this is, yeah, I'm just not interested. Now, we have been very financially responsible in our time at Kasımpaşa. We've built up a balance of almost 5.5 million euros in the bank. We expect a profit this month and this season. Okay, we didn't have one last year, but it wasn't that bad. We're spending within our wage budget. We still have about 1.8 million left to spend on transfers, should we so choose. The same, though, cannot be said for Galatasaray. They are currently nearly 250 million euros in debt. They've gone into administration. Transfer funding has been pulled, and they might consider any reasonable transfer offers which are made for the club's players. They are in a bad way. Maybe we can pounce, take advantage, and weaken an opponent that is probably going to finish ahead of us in the table, that we may run into at some point in the Europa League if we make it deeper into the competition. Ooh, I'm salivating. So we're going to do a deep dive and scout the entire Galatasaray roster and see if there's anyone, well, that we could afford. And we're going to try something a little different this year. We've actually reduced the size of our pitch to the minimum allowed in the league. So we're going from 115 by 71 to 109 yards long. We play predominantly up the middle, so I think this is going to actually work in our favor and give a little bit less space for our wing backs, especially our right back, who is always in an attack mode. A little bit less ground that they need to cover. Hopefully they won't get caught out nearly as much trying to get back if we happen to lose possession. Looking to make 3 changes to the side that is going to take on Panathinaikos in the second leg and hopefully push us forward into the third qualifying round of the Europa League. Nicholas is going to stay in goal. On our back line, Furlong, Amenda, and Morgantini will also hold their positions. Benedict Joseph is going to come in for the goal scorer in the first leg in Adem Dojan. We need to get Joseph some playing time, make sure he is happy. Ogashan is going to take the place of Evan Laidler at the base of the midfield next to Dre Siddiqui. Laidler still feeling not quite up to match speed. Well, not match speed, but just the rigors of the full season, so we need to work him in a little bit more slowly, so he's going to be coming off of the bench in this match. Samet Hopash is going to be the advanced playmaker again. Ali Khan is coming in replace of German Diaz. He's going to play with Sakishi in the attack, with Mustafa Demirci as the striker. We have moved Baron Demirojlu onto the bench. He's probably going to get some time a little bit later on in the match. Also, Yusuf Insi coming back from injury, not quite ready to start and play a full match, but he is going to be on the bench and available if we need him. We are once again favorites in the match. We are currently leading the tie 1-0 on aggregate. It is European football time in Turkey. Kasımpaşa at home in the white and black stripes. Panathinaikos in the all green with the white stripe down the sleeve. It is your UEFA Europa League football from Kasımpaşa. The first time we are in European competition on our home pitch, and we're getting a look at the new field dimensions for the first time. Sakishi playing it to the near sideline. Morgantini in the middle for Ogashan. Siddiqui will drop it back for Amenda as he had a man on him. Morgantini now up the right wing side. Cuts it to his left. Drops it again for Amenda, looking for some space. Ogashan with it, dropping it for Benedict Joseph, touching the ball for the first time in this match. Siddiqui with it. We've played just under 6 minutes so far, and of course, no score. This is the opening highlight. Furlong to Siddiqui. Once again, back for Amenda. Enjoying a ton of possession is Kasımpaşa. Morgantini getting it from Ogashan, carrying it up that right wing side. Trying to move past a man, throwing it in the middle, looking for Ali Khan. Petrucci will clear it. Siddiqui with the drive off of the crossbar and in, picking up the loose ball from range. The goalkeeper way off his line. Dre Siddiqui with his first goal of the year. First goal in European competition. Petrucci sending it long, looking for Mancini, but Siddiqui picking it up instead, and he just decides to go for it. Finds pay dirt, and just about 6.5 minutes in, it is Kasımpaşa 1, Panathinaikos 0. 2-0 up on aggregate. Mancini sending the free kick forward, cleared away by Ali Khan. Mancini will get it back. Sakishi will take over, however, as he strips the ball from him. Moving it toward the far sideline. Inside for Furlong. Some resistance. Ogashan has it knocked away by Ioannidis. Hansen is going to pick up the loose ball. Vilhena finds Hansen once again. Carrying it up that right side, sending it across. Ioannidis looking for Paradella. He's going to be able to take a shot around Joseph, but it's going to be a pretty easy save for Nicholas. Ball played back in. Siddiqui's going to steal it. Mustafa for Ali Khan on that left side. Moving it wider, dropping it for Furlong. Carrying it up the sideline, feeding it through. Ali Khan is in the box. Ali Khan shoots, and Ali Khan scores. Playing in the attacking midfield position. He was typically our playmaker from the central mid. We've moved him forward this year, and he gives Kasımpaşa a 2-0 lead, but it would not have been possible without a masterful through ball from James Furlong. A beautiful strike with his right foot by Ali Khan beats Petrucci. It's 3-0 now on aggregate, but a kickoff highlight as Panathinaikos looks to get one back quickly. Forey in the middle, Vilhena up for Glazer. He's got two men on him, so he'll play it back to the safety of his center back in Cabal. Near side for Fori, the left back, bringing it forward. Who's going to lose it as Ogashan takes over, who will play it in for Amenda. Kasımpaşa now looking to go the other way. Near side, Morgantini. He's got it. Works past one man, drops it to Ogashan, will get it back ahead for Samed Hopash. He reverses field back into the middle before dropping it to the safety of Amenda. Morgantini along the near sideline, playing it up. Can he get past the man? He sends it in the middle. Ali Khan sending it on, and Petrucci making the save as Vagianidis is going to come clear with it. Just one shot on goal in this first half so far for Panathinaikos. 4 for Kasımpaşa, 2 of them on target. They have both found the back of the net. 28 minutes in, we are leading 2-0. Fori sending it across, looking for Mancini, but Furlong will come away with it. Played ahead, Ali Khan ceding a little bit of position as he drops it to Benedict Joseph. Joseph at the edge of his box will just play it back for Nicholas and let his goalkeeper deal with it. Playing it left, Joseph to Furlong. Furlong with some space ahead of him before he's cut off. Another beautiful through ball to Ali Khan. He's got it. His cross is blocked by Vagianidis, but Ali Khan gets it back. Laying it into the midfield for Siddiqui. Again going from long this time. Petrucci, though, says, you're not doing that to me again, as he knocks it behind for a corner kick. Can Sakishi deliver a beautiful corner again like he did? He does. Siddiqui putting it on, but Petrucci making a pretty easy grab. We played just over 30 minutes. 6 shots on goal for Kasımpaşa with another corner kick opportunity. Sakishi to deliver the in-swinger, looking for Mustafa. Isn't going to find him. Amenda drops it down for Ali Khan, and it's going to deflect off of Mustafa Demirci. He's going to get credit for the goal. His first Kasımpaşa senior goal, and it comes in European competition against Panathinaikos, and the Greek side just has no idea what to do with their Turkish foes. It's 3-0 on the night, 4-0 on aggregate, and we have not even finished the first half. I have never been so excited to commentate a game in my Journeyman career before now. Fori with it, dropping it for Vilhena, flipping it ahead. Fori into the corner, playing it back once again. Vilhena, edge of the box for Hansen. Looking far post, he finds Mancini, but Mancini unable to find the back of the net. It's going to be out for a goal kick. Panathinaikos picking things up a little bit. They ended up the first half with 5 shots. Kasımpaşa with 7, 4 on target, 3 of them successfully scoring, and a beautiful start to this match. Kasımpaşa 3, Panathinaikos 0. Nothing to say at the half except you are playing a brilliant match of football. Keep it up. The only player on our team with kind of a middling rating is Morgantini, and I'm not 100% sure why. He has done a good job in possession, but for some reason, he's just not getting the ratings. We're going to, I want to shout out encouragement to my team, but I know they won't take that well. Being up 3-0 with just over 20 minutes left to go. Mancini in for Ioannidis, and Fotis Ioannidis is finally going to get Panathinaikos on the board. It's 3-1 on the night, 4-1 on aggregate, delivering near post on the corner. Mancini doing a masterful job. Nothing Nicholas could have done about that. We've got about 20 minutes left. Let's see about getting some fresh legs onto the pitch. We'll bring on Yusuf Insi. We're going to drop Ali Khan into the midfield position. Insi is going to take the more attacking spot. Umut Komur is going to come in for James Furlong. Morgantini will be replaced by Alperen Babakan. That'll make Babakan happy. And we'll get Issa Ilmaz in place of Amenda. Give Ilmaz an opportunity at some European play. We registered him primarily because he does have a ton of potential, but he also is homegrown at club, so he does fulfill those registration requirements. Sakishi going for it on the free kick from about 35 yards out, and he's going to miss everything. 15-6, your shots on goal in favor of Kasımpaşa, as we did cede the 1 goal on the corner kick, but we are cruising to victory. Alperen, so close for Alperen Babakan on the header, on the set piece. Another fine delivery by Andriy Sakishi. Unfortunately, unable to hit the target on that one. We are winding down. 3 minutes have been added on, and this one is all but over as the final whistle comes. Kasımpaşa wins on the night 3-1. They beat Panathinaikos on aggregate 4-1, and we are moving on to the third qualifying round of the Europa League. 2 consecutive wins in European competition in our first ever go. And this is the best part. 100 grand for making it through the second qualifying round. We can make some good money if we can get past Dinamo Zagreb. That's right, they are our next opponent. How they didn't make the Champions League, I'm not sure. They were the runner-up in the Supersport HNL. They came in second place, which I have to admit was a bit surprising since they hadn't lost the competition since 2017, the last time they were runners-up. And the time before that, they didn't win it in 2005. WhoScored.com has released their Sporttoto Super League top goal scorer odds. Boubacar Traoré finds himself in third place behind Senton Dursun and Roger Geddes, both from Fenerbahce, but ahead of Sean Seitz, who was the top goal scorer last year with 20. Now, Traoré had 14 before he went down with his injury, with a couple of months left to go in the season. Can you only imagine where he may have ended up? I think this may be his year when he gets back from his injury, of course. Will he take on Dinamo Zagreb? I'm not sure if he's going to be ready yet, but we are keeping our eye on him. He will be on the roster to be sure. The scouting reports did come in on the Galatasaray roster, and as we suspected, most of the players are out of our league. I mean, they'd be great for our team, but they all make more money than basically our entire team combined on an individual basis. But there is a player that did pique our interest, a 22-year-old who has already capped 22 times for the Kyrgyz Republic, and that is Beknaz Almazbekov. He would be either a striker or a center attacking midfielder. Decent player, very well-rounded for his age, still has some upside, and I think we can get him for like 65 grand. So if we can, I just see further value coming along the line for him. So I think it's a good deal either way, whether or not he contributes on the pitch. And we did get the deal done, a fee of $65,000 for a Galatasaray cast-off, 22-year-old Beknaz Almazbekov. We're paying him $2,400 a week, which puts him on the lower end of our wage scale. So we'll see. Going to be a squad player for this year. Might earn himself some more playing time in the future. We'll see how he does. You know, I have been thinking about that as I watch all of the Galatasaray players, leave. Now that they're in administration, does that mean they potentially failed Europa League FFP and we won't have to worry about them in the continental competition? I don't know, but we need to get to the third round matchup. We are taking on Dinamo Zagreb. We are going to be at home for the first leg, away for the second, and we're already starting to see the effects of match congestion because our second leg of this third preliminary round is just 3 days before we open up the season away at Antalyaspor. But enough of the preliminaries. It's time to get down to brass tacks. This is the team that's going to take on Dinamo Zagreb. We are, once again, slight favorites. This time we are at home. Nicholas is going to be in goal. It will be a back four of Furlong, Adem, Amenda, and Morgantini. Siddiqui will be next to Ogashan, with Ali Khan ahead of them. Sakishi and Yusuf Insi returning to the starting lineup on the attack with Mustafa Demirci. We have gotten clearance for Boubacar Traoré to play as many as 45 minutes, so we may be seeing him in the second half of this match. I'm not sure if we'll see him if things get out of hand or if things aren't nearly out of hand enough, but we'll see. I'm not sure if Yusuf Insi is going to make it through the whole match, again coming back from an injury. However, the team themselves are fired up for yet another home match in the Europa League. Once again, wearing the white and black stripes, Dinamo Zagreb. In the blue with the white sleeves, it is Dinamo Zagreb visiting Kasımpaşa. We are in the third qualifying round of the UEFA Europa League. It's going to be Nicholas, Furlong, Adem, Amenda, Morgantini, Siddiqui, Ogashan, Ali Khan, Sakishi, Yusuf, and Mustafa. And the first highlight is going towards Dinamo. It's a throw-in. Misic will play it back for Podrogic. Lingbo back for Misic. Pongrasic will play it all the way back to his goalkeeper. Muric up for Valenti. They're holding on to the ball, but just barely. As they throw it forward, Amenda is going to send it ahead, but Sukic wins the header. Siddiqui, though, steals it back. Yusuf Insi with it. Newly named captain of Kasımpaşa, by the way. Playing it up the sideline, he's got Morgantini. Morgantini taking it deep into the middle. Sakishi will drive it and miss the target. Beautiful opportunity, though, for Kasımpaşa. First 3 shots of the game do go our way. So we are on the front foot, and that is what we want to see. Enjoying nearly 2/3 of the possession so far. Only a couple of goals have been scored in the Europa League so far today. Another throw-in, though, for Dinamo. Lingbo to Pongrasic. Up the sideline, sending it across. Amenda is going to head that clear, but Frabada is going to regain control. Dropping it back for Valenti. Misic for Pongrasic. Ahead, Furlong intercepts, carries it up the near sideline, playing it forward for Sakishi. Almost picked off. Sakishi, though, does lose it on a bad touch. And Dinamo coming back the other way. Lubicic for Ballet along the far side, moving it toward the sideline. Chasing back with him is Morgantini. Lubicic with it, circling to his right. Ballet in the box. Ballet shoots, and Samuel Ballet is going to beat Nicholas near side for a 1-0 Dinamo lead. That is not what we wanted to see, as the run of play had clearly been going our way. First shot on goal of the match for Dinamo Zagreb, and they are able to find the back of the net. They lead 1-0 and are back in possession in the 35th minute. Played ahead, Petrovic. Blocked off. Ugashan will gain control. Adem with it ahead for Sakishi. Siddiqui will now play it to the near side. Furlong runs past one man, tries to beat a second. Toward the corner, Furlong in the box. Sakishi is going to be blocked off. Siddiqui, though, getting the clearance. Ugashan trying to chip it from about 20 yards out. Will clear that up over the crossbar. Goal kick. Muric will take it. He has sent his team forward. Going long, Adem nodding it down for Sakishi. He's got players running forward. In fact, Mustafa is there behind the defense. Mustafa with a shot. Muric with a masterful save coming out to block down the angle to knock it out for a goal kick. But this is what Sakishi is best at. Delivers near post. Siddiqui into the middle. Valenti is able to clear it. Siddiqui once again regains control. Adem in the middle of the field, but Kasımpaşa unable to press any more offense on that play. Just a couple of minutes left in the initial 45, and Kasımpaşa is going to go into the locker room leading in basically every category on the board except on the scoreboard. Samuel Ballet's goal in the 28th minute has made it 1-0 Dinamo, and that is where we are. And part of me was thinking, I don't really want to risk it, but the other part of me is thinking, he is our man, and we need to get him in there. So, well, we've got an injury to talk about now. Boubacar Traore has been moved into the striker position, replacing Mustafa Demirci. Yusuf Insi also feeling a little bit like he's not quite ready for the pace of a full match. So Ali Khan moved forward, swapped places with Sakishi. Samed Hopash came in, but now we have an injury to Drace Siddiqui, which means we need to do something in the defensive midfield. Unfortunately for us, we don't have a ton of great options, so Samed Hopash is going to slide into that position, and Mateus Enrique is going to take the place of our advanced playmaker. This is a formation that we haven't the formation we have run with this personnel, well, that's brand spanking new. So hopefully we can get things going here in the second half. I do not want our Europa League run to end against Dinamo Zagreb. They are a very good team in a not very good league. And right now, they're not even mopping the floor with us. We are enjoying the momentum in the match. We are going to go to a more attacking mentality before we make any further changes. But we have just over 15 minutes remaining in this match. We are leading in, again, almost all categories except on the scoreboard. So changes are going to be made with about 10 minutes left. Enrique is going to move forward into more of that shadow striker role. Ali Khan is going to drop down and be our playmaker on attack. We are also going to move Furlong and Morgantini into more attack ready positions as we stick them in the wing back spot. We're still going to run our play through the middle. We are going to run at the defense, knock up the tempo, go a little bit more direct. We'll be a little bit more expressive as well. And we're going to get a touch narrower. We're going to see if that has any effect on the final 10 minutes of this match. We will confirm these changes and see if we can maybe grab one last highlight and head into the away leg, at least even up in this tie. Don't think that's going to happen, though. 5 minutes added on, and they are going to fall by the wayside. Full time, it is our first loss of the season. Not counting preseason, we did have one preseason loss. We played a testimonial match against the team with a slightly higher reputation than ours. 12-5 shots on goal. Possession evened out a little bit, which is disappointing, and we lost Dre Siddiqui to injury. For how long? We'll just have to find out, but we're going to Zagreb down 1-0. How's it all going to work out? Well, we will find out tomorrow. On the next episode of Bottom to the Top, we're going to have the second leg of the third qualifying round of the UEFA Europa League, and then our season opener at Antalyaspor. Hope to see you then. Until then, bye-bye.